The Chaldeans. Main idea. The Chaldean Empire built important landmarks in Babylon and developed the first calendar with a 7-day week. The Chaldeans wanted to build an empire. Led by King Nebuchadnezzar, they controlled all of Mesopotamia from 605 BC to 562 BC. The city of Babylon. Most of the Chaldeans were descendants of the Babylonian people who made up Hammurabi's empire about 1200 years earlier. They rebuilt the city of Babylon as the glorious center of their empire. Babylon quickly became the world's largest and richest city. It was surrounded by a brick wall so wide that 2 chariots could pass on the road on top. Built into the wall at 100-yard intervals were towers where soldiers kept watch. Large palaces and temples stood in the city's center. A huge ziggurat reached more than 300 feet into the sky. Another marvel, visible from any point in Babylon, was an immense staircase of greenery, the Hanging Gardens, at the king's palace. These terraced gardens showcase large trees, masses of flowering vines, and other beautiful plants. A pump brought in water from a nearby river. Nebuchadnezzar built the gardens to please his wife, who missed the mountains and plants of her homeland in the northwest. One Greek historian in the 400s BC described the beauty of Babylon. He wrote, "In magnificence there is no other city that approaches it." Outside the center of Babylon stood houses and marketplaces. There artisans made pottery, cloth, baskets, and jewelry. They sold their wares to passing caravans, or groups of traveling merchants. Because Babylon was located on the major trade route between the Persian Gulf and the Mediterranean Sea, it became rich from trade. Babylon was also a center of science. Like earlier people in Mesopotamia, the Chaldeans believed that changes in their sky revealed the plans of the gods. Their astronomers, people who study the heavenly bodies, mapped the stars, the planets, and the phases of the moon. The Chaldeans made one of the first sundials and were the first to have a 7-day week. Why did the empire fall? As time passed, the Chaldeans began to lose their power. They found it hard to control the peoples they had conquered. In 539 BC, Persians from the mountains to the northeast captured Babylon. Mesopotamia became part of the new Persian Empire. Reading check. What were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon?